everybody, welcome back to the channel. And you know what? Today we're going to talk about the wokeness of Marvel. That's right, but we're going to talk about it from a different perspective than you're probably expecting based on the thumbnail and some other stuff. So the Fantastic Four trailer dropped today, and in it we got to see Shalla-Bal, the alternate version of kind of the Silver Surfer, in the trailer. And the first article from CBR was basically saying that everybody was calling it woke and like saying Silver Surfer's a man and blah 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 and this and that. And I challenge you, go read a comic book. I'm just kidding. If you're already a comic book reader, then you know. If you're not a comic book reader, here's a little bit of information you might want before you start throwing around the word woke. The character was first introduced in the original Silver Surfer issue #1, and in later comics would become a version of a Silver Surfer. So it's not like a character that was just made. And yes, the Silver Surfer is still out there, and Shalla-Bal is not the Silver Surfer that you're referring to, the one that was in that previous Fantastic Four movie. So anyways, if you go back and you look at the comics, you know there's a long history of this character. And I think adding it to the Fantastic Four is really, really cool idea, because we already know Galactus is going to be in it. And we already know that the Silver Surfer is kind of like Galactus's little henchman guy. But Shalla-Bal could actually be there to warn the Fantastic Four that this doom is coming to them. And she could be on their side. And because she can go through the fabric of these multiverses, she might even be the reason why they end up in an alternate Earth if their Earth ends up getting eaten by Galactus. So in a way, there's no way to say that this is woke or changing a character or gender changing anything, because this character existed. This is like reaching into the golden age of comics to revive a character that may have apparently been long forgotten. And this is kind of like the coolest thing I think that Marvel can do, because now they're going to be able to pull these things in. I mean, they showed the Black Knight in Eternals. You probably didn't know because nobody watched Eternals. But anyways, he was there. And this is actually a really cool idea. Now, it's been going back, right? We use this word a lot to like talk about these like gender swaps or whatever. But I got to remind everybody, the 70s, we had the $6 Million Man. Then we got the Bionic Woman. You know, we got Superman, and then we got Supergirl. We got Batman, then we got Batgirl. So it's not uncommon for there to be a parallel character that we can all agree we like. So the thing is, not knowing the history of a character does not make it woke. It just makes us realize that maybe there's some comics we missed along the way. And if maybe you don't have that historical knowledge of comics and stuff like that, and characters and deep cut characters or whatever, then maybe you're thinking they just swapped that role for the sake of, you know, swapping it. But that's not what happened in this case. So I hope that everyone can take another look at that trailer and another look at the Fantastic Four, because it looks like it's going to be probably the best Marvel movie that's come out in a while. I'm really looking forward to the Fantastic Four when it hits theaters this July, and I'm super excited for them releasing this trailer. And I got to tell you that Shalla-Bal looks incredible on screen. And if just the little cuts they've shown in the trailer, the effects on it look so fantastic, because they finally showed Mr. Fantastic stretching. You got the Invisible Girl doing her stuff, and then you got the Thing running through those pillars, and then watching Johnny flame on. Come on, that's got to be fantastic. Thanks for watching, everybody. I appreciate it. This is just a quick little video to throw a little bit of comic history in there to dispel the idea that they swapped the character just because of a certain word, and that they actually reached deep into the archives and revived a character from the golden age of comics. Anyways, thanks for tuning in. I really appreciate it. And as always, have a fantastic day.